Hello, my friends. It's so wonderful to connect with you today. Whether you're joining us from a cozy living room in Chicago, a sunny patio in Sydney, or a quiet corner in London, I'm thrilled you're here. This channel is all about helping you live your best life after 70, healthier, happier, and stronger. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into something really important today. Your heart. It's the engine of your life, and we're going to talk about how to keep it running strong. Let's get started. You know, as we get older, every year feels more precious, doesn't it? After 70, we start to notice little changes in our bodies, maybe a bit less energy or a new ache here and there. But here's something you might not realize. Your heart could be aging faster than the rest of you, and it might be sending you subtle signals right now. I'm not talking about obvious things like chest pain or a heart attack. These are sneaky signs, things you might brush off as just getting older, but ignoring them could mean missing a chance to protect your heart and add years to your life. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 hidden signs that your heart might be aging faster than it should. These aren't guesses or old wives' tales. They're backed by research from places like the American Heart Association and the Mayo Clinic. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for in your own body and, more importantly, what you can do to keep your heart healthy and strong. I promise you, these are simple steps anyone can take, no matter your age or fitness level. So stick with me until the end, because one small change can make a huge difference in how you feel and how long you thrive. Ready? Let's dive in. All right, let's start with the first sign, unusual fatigue after light activity. Have you ever gone for a short walk, maybe to the mailbox or around the block, and felt completely wiped out afterward? Or maybe climbing a few stairs leaves you needing to sit down and catch your breath. I know what you're thinking. Well, I'm not as young as I used to be. But hold on. This kind of fatigue isn't just about age. It could be a sign that your heart isn't pumping blood as efficiently as it should. You see, your heart's job is to send oxygen-rich blood to your muscles and organs. If it's struggling, even simple tasks can leave you exhausted. The American Heart Association says that reduced heart function can lower oxygen delivery, making you feel tired much faster than you used to. And here's the thing, this isn't something you should ignore because it could point to conditions like heart failure or blocked arteries. Let me tell you about Jane, a 72-year-old retiree from Ohio, who I heard about recently. Jane used to love her morning walks with her golden retriever, Max. She'd stroll through her neighborhood, waving at neighbors, feeling full of life. But over the past year, she started feeling drained after just 10 minutes. At first, she blamed it on getting older or maybe not sleeping well. But one day, she mentioned it to her doctor during a routine checkup. After some tests, including an echocardiogram, they found her heart wasn't pumping as strongly as it should. Jane was shocked. She hadn't felt any chest pain or major symptoms. But that fatigue was her heart's way of saying, hey, I need some help here. Now, Jane's working with her doctor on a planned medication, a bit of exercise, and some diet changes, and she's already feeling more like her old self. But her story is a reminder. Don't brush off fatigue as just aging. Your heart might be trying to tell you something. What can you do about it? First, don't wait. Talk to your doctor about a heart checkup. Simple tests like an ECG or echocardiogram can spot issues early before they become serious. Second, start moving a little more each day, even if it's just a 15-minute walk around your yard or living room. Gentle exercise can strengthen your heart over time. And third, keep an eye on your blood pressure. High blood pressure can tire out your heart, so check it regularly with a home monitor or at the pharmacy. Write down your numbers and share them with your doctor. These steps are small, but they can have a big impact on your heart health. Let's move on to the second sign. The second sign to watch for is shortness of breath during routine tasks. Picture this. You're vacuuming the living room, pulling weeds in the garden, or even just getting dressed in the morning, and suddenly you're huffing and puffing like you just ran a marathon. Sound familiar? That shortness of breath can mean your heart isn't delivering enough oxygen to your body when you need it most. A study from the Mayo Clinic found that shortness of breath in older adults is often linked to heart conditions like heart failure, atrial fibrillation, or even a weakened heart muscle. It happens because your heart can't keep up with the demand for blood flow during activity, leaving your lungs and muscles starved for oxygen. And here's why this matters. Ignoring this sign could let a small problem grow into something much bigger. I want to share a story about Bob, a 74-year-old from London who loved his garden. Bob used to spend hours planting roses and trimming hedges, but lately he had to stop every few minutes to catch his breath. He thought it was his lungs acting up, maybe from allergies or the damp weather. But when it kept happening, his wife convinced him to see a cardiologist. Tests showed Bob had a heart valve issue that was making it hard for his heart to pump blood properly. With medication and some lifestyle changes, Bob's back to gardening. Not as much as before, but he's getting there. He told me he wishes he'd listened to his body sooner. What can you do? First, don't ignore shortness of breath. Make an appointment with your doctor to check for heart or lung issues. It's better to know now than to wait. Second, try some deep breathing exercises to support your heart and lungs. Here's a simple one. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds. Do this for 5 minutes a day, maybe while sitting in your favorite chair. It's relaxing and helps your body use oxygen better. Third, pace yourself. If tasks like cleaning or gardening make you breathless, break them into smaller chunks. Do a little, rest, then do a little more. Your heart will thank you. Let's talk about the third sign. The third sign is swollen ankles or feet, sometimes called edema. Have you noticed your shoes feeling tighter than usual? Or maybe your ankles look puffy by the end of the day, like they're holding on to water? This isn't just about standing too long or eating salty food. It could be a sign that your heart isn't pumping blood effectively, causing fluid to build up in your lower body. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that edema is a common symptom of heart failure in seniors. When your heart struggles, blood can pool in your veins, and fluid leaks into surrounding tissues, especially in your legs and feet. Now, swelling can have other causes like kidney issues or medications, but when it's related to your heart, it's something you don't want to ignore. Let me tell you about Mary, a 71-year-old from Sydney. Mary loved her daily routine of shopping at the local market and chatting with vendors, but she started noticing her ankles swelling up, especially after long days. She thought it was just from being on her feet too much, so she ignored it for months. When the swelling got worse and her socks left marks on her skin, she finally saw her doctor. Tests showed early signs of heart failure, which was causing the fluid buildup. Mary is now on a low-salt diet, taking medication, and feeling much better, but she told me she wishes she'd acted sooner. What can you do? First, try elevating your legs for 15 to 20 minutes a day. Just prop them up on a pillow while you read or watch TV. It helps fluid drain back toward your heart. Second, cut back on salt, which can make your body hold on to water. Aim for less than 2,000 milligrams a day. That's about a teaspoon. Check labels on canned soups or snacks. You'd be surprised how much salt sneaks in. And third, if the swelling doesn't go away after a few days, see your doctor. They might need to check your heart or adjust your medications. Taking these steps can keep your heart and your legs in better shape. Let's move to the fourth sign. The fourth sign is irregular sleep patterns. Are you waking up multiple times at night, tossing and turning, or maybe even gasping for air? Or do you feel restless, like you're not getting deep, refreshing sleep? I know it's tempting to blame this on stress, a lumpy mattress, or just getting older, but it could be your heart trying to send you a message. A study in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that sleep disturbances in older adults are often linked to heart conditions like arrhythmias or heart failure. When your heart isn't pumping well, it can disrupt your breathing at night, making it hard to stay asleep. And poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It puts extra strain on your heart, creating a vicious cycle. I heard about Tom, a 73-year-old from Chicago, who used to sleep like a rock. He'd joke that nothing could wake him up, not even a thunderstorm. But over the past year, he started waking up several times a night, sometimes feeling like he couldn't catch his breath. He thought it was just bad dreams or maybe too much coffee. But when he mentioned it to his doctor, tests showed he had an irregular heartbeat, which was disrupting his sleep. With a treatment plan, including medication and a better bedtime routine, Tom's sleeping better now, and he has more energy during the day. His story shows how important it is to listen to your body. What can you do? First, keep a sleep journal for a week. Write down when you go to bed, how often you wake up, and how you feel in the morning. Share this with your doctor. It can help them spot patterns. Second, avoid things that disrupt sleep, like caffeine or heavy meals in the evening. Try to finish dinner at least 3 hours before bed, and skip that late night coffee or tea. Third, create a calming bedtime routine. Maybe read a book, listen to soft music, or do some gentle stretches for 10 minutes. It signals your body it's time to rest, which can help your heart relax too. Better sleep is better for your heart. Let's check out the fifth sign. The fifth sign is poor appetite or nausea. Have you noticed you're just not hungry anymore? Maybe you feel full after a few bites, or you get a queasy feeling after eating, even if it's something light like soup or toast. This isn't just a picky stomach. It could be a sign that your heart is struggling. When your heart isn't pumping efficiently, it can affect your digestive system. Blood flow to your stomach and intestines slows down, making it harder to process food. The Cleveland Clinic says poor appetite or nausea is a lesser-known symptom of heart issues in seniors, often linked to conditions like heart failure or fluid buildup. And because it's not an obvious heart symptom, it's easy to overlook. Take Susan, a 70-year-old from Bristol, England. Susan loved cooking for her family. Her Sunday roasts were legendary, but over a few months, she started skipping meals because food didn't appeal to her anymore. She'd feel nauseous after eating, even small portions. She thought it was just stress or maybe her stomach acting up. But when she saw her doctor, tests showed fluid buildup around her heart, a sign of heart strain. With treatment and dietary changes, Susan's appetite is coming back, but she told me she regrets waiting so long to get help. What can you do? First, try eating smaller, more frequent meals, maybe 5 small meals a day instead of 3 big ones. It's easier on your heart and stomach. Second, stay hydrated, because dehydration can make nausea worse. Sip water throughout the day, aiming for 8 glasses if you can. Add a slice of lemon if plain water feels boring. And third, if your appetite doesn't improve or nausea lasts more than a few days, see your doctor. They might need to check your heart or adjust medications that could be causing side effects. Don't let the signs slip by. Your heart needs your attention. Let's talk about the final sign. The sixth and final sign is chest discomfort during stress. Now, this isn't always a sharp, stabbing pain like you might imagine with a heart attack. It can feel like pressure, tightness, a squeezing sensation, or even a burning feeling in your chest. And it often shows up when you're stressed, angry, or upset, like during an argument or when you're worrying about bills or family. Stress puts extra strain on your heart, and if it's already aging faster, that strain can trigger discomfort. A study from Harvard Medical School found that chest discomfort in seniors is often linked to coronary artery disease, where arteries narrow and limit blood flow to the heart. This is a sign you can't afford to ignore, because it could be a warning of bigger problems down the road. I want to share George's story. George is a 75-year-old from Melbourne, Australia, who's always been a bit of a worrier. He'd get a heavy, tight feeling in his chest when he argued with his son or stressed about finances. He thought it was just anxiety or maybe indigestion, so he'd take an antacid and move on. But when it kept happening, his daughter insisted he see a cardiologist. A stress test showed blocked arteries, and George needed medication to improve blood flow. He's now managing stress better and feeling stronger, but he told me he wishes he'd taken that chest discomfort seriously from the start. What can you do? First, try stress relief techniques to ease the burden on your heart. Deep breathing is a great one. Inhale for 5 seconds, hold for 5, and exhale for 5. Do this for 10 minutes a day, maybe while sitting in your garden or by a window. Second, avoid stress triggers when you can. If arguments or bad news make your chest feel tight, step away and take a walk to calm down. And third, see a cardiologist if you feel any chest discomfort, especially during stress. It's not worth taking chances with your heart. You deserve to feel good and live long. Now, let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. My friends, your heart is the beating core of your life. It's carried you through decades of joy, challenges, and everything in between. Those 6 hidden signs we talked about, unusual fatigue, shortness of breath, swollen ankles, irregular sleep, poor appetite, and chest discomfort are like little whispers from your heart asking for your care. And the beautiful thing is, you have the power to listen and act. Take a moment to think about your own body. Have you noticed any of these signs? Maybe you felt more tired than usual, or your ankles have been a bit puffy lately. Don't let fear stop you. Let it motivate you. The choices you make today can add years to your life and make those years better, filled with energy, independence, and moments with the people you love. Here's what I want you to do. Start with one small step. Maybe it's calling your doctor for a checkup, taking a short walk each day, or cutting back on salty snacks. Pick one thing and commit to it this week. You don't have to change everything overnight. Small, steady steps lead to big results. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me one step you're going to take to protect your heart. Maybe it's trying that breathing exercise or scheduling a doctor's visit. Your stories inspire me and everyone watching, so don't be shy. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with a friend or family member who might need to hear this. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us keep bringing you content to live your best life. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You're not just a viewer, you're part of our community, and I'm so grateful for you. Keep taking care of that amazing heart of yours, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay strong, and take care.